Let's go ahead and get the audience. That's part of the requirements of the course is to prove
Come and watch.
that there were...
Talk to me. Did you tell them something that I didn't tell them?
I did not. I make 7. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The process I want to talk about is called recusal. Now, recusal is kind of a weird word. You want to know what recusal is. A recusal is, let me put it this way. What would happen if you were in front of a Texas judge and the judge had a bias against you or against the other party, or say that the judge had a relationship outside of the courtroom with somebody in the case. In that case, what would happen would be a recusal. A judge could step outside of the case on his own choice. He could say, I want to step out. One of the parties could say, I want you to step out. Or if the party says, I want you to step out, the judge could say, I'm not going to do it. There's no reason for me to step out of this case. There could be a number of outcomes to that situation. If a judge steps aside from the case would go to what's called the presiding judge. Now I have it here. I can find out. Okay. In Texas, there are 9 administrative regions, and there's one judge over each of these color-coded regions. When a judge voluntarily recuses himself, or he steps aside from the case, it goes to one of these presiding judges to choose who the new judge is going to be in the case. Now, if the judge says, I'm not going to step aside, which sometimes he's right and sometimes he's wrong, what he does is he refers that case again to one of these presiding judges, whichever county he's in. Right here, we are in Montgomery County, which is right where that number 2 is. So we're in the 2nd region. He would refer the case to that presiding judge to hear. Now, the reason I'm going off into all this is because I wanted to show that in Texas there's a hierarchy for determining if there's any partiality, if there's any bias. Within Texas we have a framework that establishes an ethics framework that we can know that we will have good judges that will be fair and impartial to our cause. Sometimes attorneys use a motion to recuse as a way of delaying, like if they're up to a deadline and they're not ready for the deadline, they'll say, oh well, that judge needs to step out. Or if they want the case transferred to another court, sometimes they'll use that. But all in all, we can be assured that in Texas we have a good system for fair and impartial justice. That was the first speech. It's okay.